Okay, so you put the 2 tablespoons of sugar in the pot. You put same amount of water, 1 teaspoon of water. You bring it to a boil, melt the sugar. You put the mangoes in. You make them soft. I mean, they're soft now, but you make them. You'll start smelling the aroma, and you'll start seeing the juices come out. And then, as long as it's warm, you're not cooking them to like. Well, we're obliterating them right now because we're gonna make sorbet. But you don't obliterate them. You leave them. They're warm. Juices are out. Not very long at all. Actually, when I cook it, I'll show you when to stop. So if you do decide to use them, but you can put them on pancakes. You can take some of the flour tortillas. I have a flour tortilla video. Make flour tortillas. Dip the flour tortilla in egg, and then after you dip it in egg, you cook it on the pan. I have a video for that too. And you make a flour tortilla crepe. Okay, I'm running out of space in that bowl. You make a flour tortilla crepe, and which is really yummy. And you put this mixture between the crepe, and then you add some of the juice on top. And talk about one yummy breakfast. Well, actually, it makes more than 1 yummy breakfast. You can have like 2 yummy breakfasts. Okay, so I got a lot of, oh yeah, and don't forget, this is the show where I forget, ice cube trays. Don't forget ice cube trays. And if you don't have ice cube trays, I save all of my, I get yogurt, and I save all of my little cups, wash them out, and then I add the mixture, actually that's a little bit too much for my little thing. Make sure, because we want puree. We don't want to have, some of the times it doesn't puree. Okay, lock that down. Lock down. Okay, now that I can speak again, this goes right into here. Scrape it out and get a spoon. We're going to want to bring this to a boil. And of course, hey, actually, no, you could actually do this with the, again, it can be in this form if you want it in this form for the tortilla. But having it in this form is better. Okay, let's get the rest done. A handful. Okay, let's get. This is a little bit more chunkier than the last batch I made, so we're going to cook it down a little bit more. So I think we're going to, the other one I made was really soft and cooked really quick. Well, squished really quick. We're going to use it we're going to use a tomato. There I go again, saying things that don't fit into the cooking show. What potatoes and tomatoes have to do with this cooking show. That's what I call a, when I try to say tomato or potato at the same time, it comes out potato, I can't even say now, tomato. So let's get the rest of this done. And my cat's up to something. She's always up to something to get my attention. She is very devious when it comes to getting my attention. Okay, let's get this last part. Okay, now we don't want to fry our cutting board. Let's bring this back over here. Now you gotta realize things have different amounts of water in it. So we don't want to add too much water because that ruins the consistency of the sorbet. I wish I had a little spatula, but I don't. I do have it, it's just dirty. Okay, let's get that the best I can. Set it over here. Let's turn this sucker back on. Make some noise. And you can see my clump. Now we're going to stir it into the sugar base. Now again, if this isn't sweet enough for you, you can add more sugar. I mean, this is up to you. If you want to add 2 tablespoons of more sugar right now, go for it. But I like the mango-ness to come through. Actually, let's taste it, because just in case, because sometimes these things look really ripe, and they got the most, I mean, craziest taste. Wow, that's sweet. Yeah, okay. No, these don't need it. Woohoo! Oh my god. Heck, I could eat it right now. Okay, so we're going to bring this thing, turn it high. We're going to boil it. If you want, you got if you got a tomato masher, bear with me, please. I do this all the time, and I can't help it. It just happens. Words happen out of my mouth that have nothing to do with what I'm doing. So this is actually called a tomato masher. If you didn't know it, the technical word for this is tomato. So next time you're in a store and you want a tomato masher, say, excuse me, where's the tomato masher? What the hell are you talking about? Tomato. You don't know what a tomato is? Okay, so now if you don't have the grinder thing, you're gonna cook it up. You're gonna boil it. You're gonna cook it actually, and then when it starts squishing, you'll feel it. You'll be like, okay, well, that's not done. Oh, it's still done. Okay, smash. And smash it really good. And get your hand burned because it's on high and the heat comes over. Hey, look what this looks like. It almost looks like polenta. Gonna have a flashback here from my polenta video because it looks just like it. It's stir. Remember, stir. No. I don't want to freak you out. Okay, smash it real good. Okay, get your wooden spoon back out. So it's been on high. So let's just let it rest for a while. And then let's put this in the sink. I got some dishes to do. Let's put this in the trash. Oh, cleaning up is the fun part. But when you make it, to me, it's worth it. I used to work 2 jobs. And, okay, this is good. I used to work 2 jobs. And I would come home and I'd make things homemade. And I'd be tired, but it's just, you can't replace, going out and eating some fast food. You feel like you have a brick in your stomach and you're like, it's not satisfying. This homemade stuff is so satisfying. It's like you sit down, you made it, and you're eating it, and it's like your body's tingling, and I'm looking for a hello. Having a guest appearance by my cat, who's on my chair again, and she's serenading me. And let me get one of my glass dishes, which I don't have out. You saying hello to the camera? Oh yeah, is that right? Okay, well, I'm cooking right now. I can't touch it. Okay, let's wash off our... Okay, now here's the fun part. We're going to put this strainer, and we're going to pour this into the strainer. Now, okay, Well, I don't have a strainer. Freeze this as it is. This is perfectly fine. There's no law or regulation book that says, oh my god, there's chunks in it and you can't eat it. That's not sorbet. If you can freeze it, you can eat it. Okay, now I do need my spatula. So let me clean this off. And let's scoop that in. Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit to show you how it's done. And then after, you want to smear this in here and just get it until it's all the way through, until there's no more. So all that juice is out, and don't forget to scrape the bottom. And you're going to also need, my timer is running out, 2 ice cube trays. Okay, so put it in here, smash the crap out of it until it's all the way through the strainer. And just for an example, put that back into here. Basically, when you're done, the strainer is going to pretty much look like this. There isn't going to be anything in it. And if there is, that's okay too. So if there's a little bit left behind, well, we don't want any left behind. So after you get all that goodness in here, don't forget to scrape the bottom, this part, off. You're going to want to put that into 2 ice cube trays or 1, however much it fills up. And then you're going to want to put it in the freezer. Let it freeze for an hour is good, but overnight's even better. So if you let it freeze overnight, again, an hour is okay, it's optimal. But if you let it freeze overnight and have it the next night for dessert, so after they're frozen, pop the ice cubes out, put them back into the little blender, or get your handy dandy mashed potato, here we go again, mashed potato and smash it, and or whip it in here, and then get yourself a little treat dish, put it in the treat dish, and sit down and go yummy. And if you have ice cube molds, this is really fun. If you have like little summer shapes, like star, well, I'm not sure stars or summer shapes, but if you have any kind of mold, fun mold shaped ice cube trays, this is where it's really fun. You put all the sorbet into each shape, freeze it, and then you pop it out, and then you can display it on a nice plate so you can just eat it like this. Okay, well that's all there is to making sorbet. I will have a picture on my Google Plus site, and I hope you guys can get to that Google Plus site because I don't know. I have some friends who go there, but they're already on Google Plus, and I don't know if you have to be a member to be on Google Plus. I might change it up. I found a new web page I'm going to start blogging on and see what happens, and maybe I can direct you there because it's a free website, it's a free internet access, and you don't have to have any special passport. Okay, toodles.